Welcome to another video. My name is Khalil. And this video is going to be on my strategy on averaging down. Um, let's get into it, right? As you see, one of our strategies is the shadow candle. So we're going to look at this trade first. We saw that initially we're waiting for the breakout for this candle, and we don't know if it's going to continue quickly or not. So for our target, my strategy for this is the 200%. So as you see up here, that's my trade strategy that I took. And we're waiting for the break, so we don't know if it's going to be very impulsive or not. There really wasn't news for this event for this time frame in particular. And yeah, so we entered at the close of this open candle, at the close of this bullish candle, and the open of the bearish candle. And our stop loss was half of the candle's range. So this bullish candle here, we're stop loss at just below the 50%. So we entered it, and I'm not too sure. I wanted to get in, and so I risked half my position. So let's say for example, if you have an account balance of 1,000. Your average trade or your average play should be 2 to 3%, right? So that's $20 to $30 in this example. And essentially, when we want to do this averaging down, we don't want to average down with the full $20 or $30 or full 2 to 3%. You want to average down with 1 or 1.5%. So the numbers don't always add up, but you want to get a good as close as possible, right? So in this case, for the first trade, you see the stop loss is 17 pips. So the closest thing I can do is 17. And so I entered the trade with 0.1 lot, and then I saw that it came down. So I'm averaging down to get the price, better profits. And so once it averaged down, I enter here. Once it retests the close of this bullish candle here, and for that trade there, my risk to reward was about 2, and I was risking 11 pips. So in this case, the rest of my trade was $11, so it totals out to $28, which is my 3%. So for this one, I was averaging around a little bit more than half for the first trade, and less than half of for my second one, and it averaged out to within my risk. So this, I think, was a high probability trade just because the overall bullish bias for gold. And yeah, and it played out nicely. So as you see, as I entered, it spiked up, and I wasn't in the second trade more than 30 minutes. So that was a really good trade. And let's look at this trade here. The current trade that I'm in, it wasn't a shadow candle or anything. It was just it's just a breakout of a range. And in this case, you see that the range was higher, and the risk was about 40 pips, right? So we can't, per our trading plan, our play is 2 to 3%, and 40 pips is low. So with a 0.1, in this case, what I did take, it wouldn't have worked out. So if I wanted to, if I were thinking to average down, I wouldn't use 0.1. I'll use 0.05, which would be well, in this case, that would have been the 20. So I could have did something less. It'd have been a 0.03. It'd have been a 0.03 or something like that, so that I could average down. But in this case, I used a 0.1, which totals out to about 40 pips. So it's $40. All right. So in this case, yes, I did go above my trade, my play rule, which I shouldn't have. But this is just a learning curve. So basically, what I could have done, which would have been better, I would have entered with 0.3 here, and then we saw down here, I guess when it wicked the first time and then it wicked again, I could have entered again here, or right now I could enter as well if I still think that the bias is good. Although I don't, based on how this is playing out, I don't think it would be a good trade. I should wait a little bit longer to see, if there's going to be if any bulls are going to enter the trades again. But I would enter again here for this example, or anywhere lower, you know. And so I'll enter another 0.03 or whatever the case is, depending on what this risk is when I want to trade. So this trade is looking like it's going to be a loss, but hey, we stick to our trading plan. It's overall bullish biased, and so we'll just see how it plays out. But yeah, thank you for joining my video. If you have any questions, put your comments in the comments. Put your questions in the comment section, and yeah, I'll be happy to answer them.